my wife's loving parents.
They made me.
More than 48 years ago, I came forth from their loins.
I'm Larry's sister, Barbara.
I'm Steffi's sister, and I met Larry obviously when she was. Actually, I knew Larry because he was the brother of a good friend of mine.
I first met Steffi taking bridge lessons. We joined Quaker Ridge, and we became fast friends.
We know the happy couple through Quaker Ridge.
I've known the Levy's since God knows when, 1980.
I went to Dartmouth way before Larry. I'm much older than he is. But when we met for the first, he remembered me as I was an icon up there, and he wanted to make sure that he got to know me.
And Larry and I went to Dartmouth together, and we were fraternity brothers. We roomed together.
Steffi and I went to high school together and college together, and then we were at their wedding.
Steffi and Larry moved to Windmill Farms in Armonk many years ago, and we met them and we became great friends.
Steffi and Larry and I met in Armonk when they first moved to Long Island.
We met Steffi and Larry, I don't know how many years ago, back in Armonk.
I went to school with Steffi. That's how we met initially, and then we met Larry and Steffi through our friends, the Schneidmans.
We met this couple in Vermont probably 30 years ago. 35 years ago, corrected.
I knew Larry before that when we were in high school together.
We re-met at a movie. We went to see Cast a Giant Shadow. It was a benefit with Kirk Douglas. And Steffi and I were both pregnant, like out to here, and she was so impressed by the fact that I was wearing a fun fur. And that's when our friendship really started.
We grew up in Armonk together. I don't know, maybe kind of like the third daughter that they didn't have. And you're the son they never had, for sure.
And I tagged along. I think I met you 32 or 3 years ago, and we were children.
We know them through golf. Larry's one of my favorite golf partners.
And I met Steffi in Wales because she dragged me to an antique show.
Larry taught me how to play golf and how to putt. And soon thereafter taught me how to ski. I had no choice because he wasn't going to wait for me.
I've only known them a few years, but I've been very happily accepted into the family.
I've just been informed that they're apparently part of my family. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I know them through my parents.
I know the happy couple because when Mickey and I were dating early on, Mickey said, "Oh, I want you," we were going to Vermont, and he said, "Oh, I have a friend here who lives in Vermont." Met Larry in elementary school, met Steffi when they met each other right after college, and we've been inseparable friends ever since.
I know Larry and Steffi through Michael, and they became my friends too.
I met Steffi when she was a youngster at Tufts, and we went away for a weekend skiing. And, you know, there are a lot of, Steffi, and there are a lot of women who have avoided weekend skiings with me, but none went as far as Stephanie in terms of breaking her leg.
I met Steffi at a women's league luncheon, and I had a little name tag on, and it said Mrs. Earl Yaffa. So she goes, "Oh my God, that's him." And she grabs me like this. She said, "Are you Earl Yaffa's wife?" And yeah. And she said, "Well, I'm Stephanie Rosenberg. Your husband took me on a date skiing. I broke my leg and left me at the hospital."
Not true, Steffi, not true.
I was fortunate enough that when I was in graduate school, we met, and within several months we were engaged, and a few months after that we were married, and I've had a blessed, charmed life for 50 years.
Too many to even begin to recall.
a lot of wonderful special family times together.
We've been to Paris with them, and our last trip was to New Zealand with them.
I would say that first memory was one of the best, but we've been traveled with them, Cabo, and I think my favorite memory is when Steffi was kind enough to stuff an ashtray in her, a cigar ashtray in her pocketbook.
Steffi crossing the bridge at Victoria Falls.
Larry and I, we like to do the crossword puzzles, and we call each other on the phone, and then he fills me in because he's much smarter than I am.
We would play and have dinner afterwards, and we loved every minute of it.
Traveling with him in France when I was a junior in college, and they came to visit me with my grandmother, and going through the Loire Valley and eating and staying in Chateau and Relais and just really having a wonderful time. Every moment with them is a good moment.
Jordan was very, very little, and I think he came over to Uncle or Grandpa Lulu. I forgot what he called you.
It was Uncle Lulu.
Uncle Lulu. And he had like no front teeth, and he was lisping, and I think, Larry, at the time, obviously, you had no grandchildren, and you were just eating it up by the fireplace, and we were just like beaming at the whole moment.
We were skiing at Killington, and we were going down a very heavily trafficked slope. And Larry got down kind of quickly, and Stephanie was up at top of the slope, and she was hesitant to come down. And there were lots of people coming down behind her, and every time she looked like she was going to start, people came. And Larry, at that point, started to walk up the mountain.
I played golf with Larry. We have a wonderful time together. We share jokes together, and he's been just a terrific guy to know.
I have one, but I'm not going to tell you, but I'll just remind Stephanie about the dinner party at my apartment, and I'll leave the rest to imagination.
Playing at the Rytown Hilton in a bridge tournament, and Steffi waking up in the morning and mistakenly took an Ambien when she woke up, thinking it was a thyroid pill.
A winter weekend when I was driving back from Hanover, and I stopped at their house to have dinner. And then we played a game. And the question was, what do you want on your tombstone? And I said, he tried.
One of my favorite memories of them is from our wedding. I thought they were very lovely, and I felt very happy about being part of their family.
We went and played golf in Zimbabwe, and in the course of our match, Larry hit a baboon with a 5-iron from 180 yards out. It was a very impressive shot.
My sister, who took me to Paris for my 50th birthday party.
My favorite memories with Larry are all the different names he gives the different shots I make on the golf course.
I would say all the weekends that we spent skiing together in Vermont, our vacations to Sawmill Farm and Vietnam and Paris.
They took me up to Vermont for one weekend by myself, and I went skiing with my grandpa and played gin and rummy with them, and it was really fun.
That was my happiest memory with them. That we had the wedding at their place in Florida, which is beautiful.
When Steffi and I were on the telephone and involved in a very, very interesting conversation, and with call waiting, within a minute or so, she was back on the line, and we said, okay, what were we talking about? It was so interesting, and neither of us could remember.
One night we all went to Quaker Ridge a long time ago. They had no air-conditioned dining room, and we all, we danced that night. It was Greek night. It was very hot. It was about 100 degrees. And then we decided to go back to Windmill Farm and go skinny dipping, right? In the Windmill Lake.
Driving to Vermont?
Driving to Vermont was not my favorite memory at all. That was actually a terrible memory, and it sort of was torture, and I think maybe I went to therapy for that. Terrible. But I will say that even though it was terrible, I am doing it now, so there must be something about it that was smart, because we're doing it now as a family.
We see Larry and Steffi quite often. We enjoy going to movies together, dinners. We spend a lot of time with them.
We're going up at Stratton on the lift together, and he very kindly said to me, Marty, I don't want you to worry, but if you can't keep up with us, I'll meet you for lunch. with which I proceeded to ski with them come hell or high water.
I love skiing with Larry.
And I like sharing their anniversary, previous ones, which is Halloween. And we go to the Halloween parade in Manhattan, have dinner and do that, and that's a lot of fun.
I have one more from Vermont. I remember being little, pre-you, Paul, and being at the house prior to its renovation and sitting next to you, Larry, while you were listening to your opera, and we were kind of just hanging out after a day of skiing. That's one memory. And the other is at my bat mitzvah. Steffi, I will never forget, well, you're both being there, but you in particular, Steffi, and being such an important part of my life on that special day.
The day that Mickey and I got married in Vermont, the next night, we had dinner with them, just them. So it was very special.
It's a picture of Larry playing the 18th hole at Ballybunion. God knows when it was, sometime in the 80s, where he hit his drive into some horrible place on a huge hillside that was straight up. And I said, Larry, why don't you just forget the ball? And he climbed the hill. He almost fell over a number of times, and I've laughed about it every time I thought about it.
For me, I'm very partial to all our family time in Vermont.
I like when they come and visit me at camp and bring me candy and
that's fun.
and playing gin rummy.
My favorite times with Larry is we love a simple evening, having a slice of pizza, going to the movies, and just being the two of us together is my favorite time being with him.
Shows how complimentary you are. That's exactly, I would agree.
They're a very good fit. They're very similar and share a lot of interests and share a lot of respect for each other, and just are fortunate enough to have found each other.
Them loving each other and like always being happy.
They actually like each other. That's very unique.
Larry says very often, yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Larry has acquired a wonderful way of saying, yes, dear.
Lots of scotch and wine.
Larry always listens to Steffi. It's simple.
Yes, I agree.
And
I mean, Larry could say whatever, but
Steffi is always right. Always right.
Having a good sense of humor.
Good sense of humor helps. Absolutely.
They're always moving. They're always involved in so many activities, so many friends. They have a very, very active and stimulating life, and I think that that's one of the keys to their success.
The fact that they both enjoy really boring sports like golf.
They've learned to live together and enjoy each other's good points and bad points.
They enjoy each other.
They compromised. I mean, no two people get along well together automatically. I'm sure they've compromised a lot to make this a very happy marriage.
They say a happy wife, a happy life, and I think, Larry, you've become much more mellow through the years.
Steffi's patience.
Whenever Larry says something that's wrong, Steffi steps right in and she corrects him.
When Stephanie interrupts Larry with everything she ever says, Larry is beyond patient and doesn't yell at her and continues to love her, and she continues to love him.
I think they both love life, and they love travel, and they love family, and they both have a really good sense of humor, and a little bit of luck doesn't hurt either.
Larry is somewhere between a prince and an angel because I have never seen Larry lose his cool.
She is a real
saint
To put up with Larry.
Steffi is very tolerant.
They work hard, and I think they don't let us see them sweat. They really make it look easy because I think they really respect each other, and I think that they respect the institution of marriage.
A lot of work goes into a happy marriage, and they make it look effortless.
Love.
They don't fight. That's called love.
I think they love each other very, very much.
I agree.
I think that
It helps that they come from similar backgrounds. They're both very social people who care deeply about people.
Mutual respect.
I'm not sure I could tell you in public, honestly.
For wives to just tell their husbands they're always right.
And for the husbands to wear hearing aids that don't work.
Probably travel.
Travel.
Travel with them.
I would love to travel with them.
I like traveling with them.
Yeah, I agree. Traveling with them is fabulous.
Absolutely travel.
I agree.
Because everything else is unimportant.
We would much rather travel and ski with them because we don't golf.
Ski! Travel and ski. But ski. No. No golf. No golf.
Travel and ski. Just no golf. Everything except golf.
We can also go skeet shooting. That's cool by me.
Skiing. Yeah. Just skiing. Just skiing.
I like skiing with them and traveling with them. I don't golf. Golf is no-go for us.
Golf and travel, for sure. We don't ski.
I don't see how you can golf without eating, and I don't see how you can golf without traveling. So I'd like to golf, eat, and travel with them at the same time.
Eating, golf, and since we haven't traveled with them, I wouldn't know. But I'm sure if I can eat and play golf with them, traveling will be terrific.
That's really a tough question because we've done all three and we hope to keep doing all three for a very long time.
Ditto. All three.
All. Everything. I love traveling with them. They're lots of fun. We've had great times together.
We'd love to do all the above with them.
We would be happy to do anything with them. All three we've done with them, we've enjoyed with them, and we'd love to keep doing it.
We've skied with them, we've golfed with them all over the world, and hopefully for the next 10 years, we'll be able to do the same thing.
I'd like to do all three. We've done both, but I'd like to do all three.
Golf would be our first choice, although we do eat a lot together. So we like them both.
And, I mean, we haven't traveled together, but maybe we will one day.
We play a lot of golf and we ski. We're the remains of a large ski group.
I just like talking. They like good conversation about any topic.
Definitely ski and travel, and maybe ski first, because I feel like there's an intimacy with the skiing that I now appreciate in my middle years.
Ski and travel with them. Either way, it's going to be whatever I do with them is going to be fun no matter what, even if it's golfing.
We incorporate all three on many of our trips.
Travel is something we both like to do together.
But we travel, and skiing is incorporated in our travel. We go on ski trips to travel, and we golf and we travel, and we just travel to be with each other and with very dear friends.
I honestly don't know any other couples who've been as successful and long-lasting as the two of you, and it's kind of mind-boggling, and I'm still trying to learn from you and be as loving and sweet to my wife.
Larry, Steffi, we wish you 50 more wonderful years.
We'll be here to celebrate with you. Best wishes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And 50 more wonderful years for them together.
If you've managed to stick together for 50 years so far without killing one another, you should be able to enjoy the next 50 the same way.
If the second 50 is as good as the first 50, they're going to have a wonderful time together.
We are so thrilled to be here to celebrate your 50th and Larry, your 75th. And just keep going and let's keep celebrating together.
Just them being together and being happy.
That you stay healthy and continue to live in the moment and experience joy and happiness.
We certainly do wish them lots of good luck and good health, and we love them both, and we go so far back with them that we can't imagine life not being with them not being there.
They're very well suited for one another, and I hope they live many, many more happy years together.
May your next 50 years be even more wonderful than the last. May your children and grandchildren continue to bring you lots and lots of joy and pleasure, and we hope we will always be a part of your lives as well.
We just want to continue sharing all the wonderful memories we have in Vermont at each other's homes, watching each other's children grow into adults, well, watching our grandchildren at this point grow and just go on to just fabulous lives.
It's such a thrill to be celebrating 50 years. You're still as happy and you're an inspiration.
Make sure that you keep enjoying Jackie's birthday cards because that'll definitely keep you happy.
They have it all, but much more health for sure, happiness, family, and just many more journeys to exotic places and close places.
Good health, great happiness, incredible joys and pleasures. We just wish your dreams come true, whatever you wish for yourselves.
I hope they stay happy and healthy and continue to be as part of my life as they are right now because it's really great.
Just keep doing what you're doing because it sure looks like it's working.
All I can say is, although it may be mathematically challenging, I hope there's 50 more, and I love you.
Tanti auguri per I prossimi 50-100 anni insieme.
Cheers to you, friend.
Steffi and Larry. Here's to 50 more years of wedded.
And it's much more, it's important for the next 50 years that Larry continues to play his golf and Stephanie continues to play her bridge and use her iPhone. And as long as they continue all these activities and travel together, they're going to be very happy.
I hope they have a great time together.
Good health.
Good health and happy days with your beautiful family.
You're a perfect couple. Congratulations. And if not 50 more, at least 49 more.
We really do look forward to hopefully having the opportunities for so many more years than we could ever expect to share all the wonderful times with you and your family. We love you.
We love you incredibly.
You know, you're always going to be younger than we are anyway. The two of you are incredible. We love you. You're our other parents. You're our mentors, and we just cherish all the time that we spend together. Here's to you guys.
Love you.
We just wish that you have good health and lots of happy times.
To continue our friendship and to celebrate happy occasions together.
And my wish for the next 50 months is for more good health and happy times together, good golf, good trips, and everything that we want for each other.
Next year, as we join the 50th anniversary club, we hope to be with them at the same time.
I love you both, and so silly. I hope you have a great night tonight, and I hope that you feel the love because you've brought so much love to those around you, and I hope that you feel it tonight and for the next 50 years. We love you.
I hope there's a lot more future. I love you, Dory.
We love each other, and we are very blessed to have our children, our Jennifer and Alone, and Allison and David, and our beautiful grandchildren, Talia, Gabriel, Julia, and Kate, make our lives complete, and we are very, very blessed, lucky people.
Absolutely.
First of all, is my hair and makeup okay? Good.
Hi, is this on?
Okay. Sit up straight. Stomach in. Stay up. Stay up. You have to.
Good. My coat, like.
How we doing, Kate? Good?
My goodness, so close
There
together.
you go again, Rooney.
First question.
And this is
Okay.
totally unprepared.
Is this working? Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to ask the questions. That's good. Okay.
Are we taping? I know.
We want to do that again. Can you try again?
Take two.
We love you. We love you. Love. Happy anniversary.
Enjoy. We love them. They're close friends. We love being in their company. And
Let her ask you a question.
what?
Let her ask you a question.
You have a question for me? What did she say?
You're going to edit this, right?
No, that
that was fine, but you are going to edit it, right?
We love you. Bye.